foundation. Where does your game start? Basketball is a game of running. Basketball is a game of jumping, sweating, celebrating. But unless you know how to change your pace and change your direction, you're never going to be very successful. It's not about just being the fastest guy in the entire world, although speed never hurts. What you need is to be moving at a different speed and in a different direction from the guys who are more physically gifted than you are. So we have a drill that's called change of pace, change of direction, where they come in one direction, they change their pace and go in the other direction. Change of pace, change of direction. Listen to the squeak of the tennis shoes. That squeak is what you want. And so with a quick shuffle of the feet, they burst into what's next. And this ability to change your pace and your direction will take you to the next level. Now we add a defender and we add ball handling skills so that you're always working on skill development. That's what this game is. If you can incorporate into your practice sessions the commitment to the team spirit, the physical fitness level needed to be an outstanding player, and then skill development, and it all just comes together in one big package, that way you maximize your time. And as the players are then incorporating ball handling, defensive sliding, physical fitness, this is a warm-up drill. This is a drill that you use to develop the continuity and the rhythm to get to the point where all of the playing of basketball seems totally normal. You have to practice all the little parts, all the little pieces. This is an integral part of your development into becoming yet another great basketball player. Development, learning, progress, how we're going to get to where we want to go. That's what we're all about here at Sports School. And as we break down this all-important drill, we're going to start with the dribbling aspect of it, which goes back, and don't forget to press your rewind button, go back to the index, the table of contents, and always start at the beginning till you master where you are, and then you can get to that next step. Remember, algebra comes after basic elementary mathematics. Our dribbling, our stance, that ball coming down, we're pounding it. We're not speed dribbling here. This is controlled dribbling. Now the whole time, now we go back and we come out. The next time you come through the line, you're pounding it with your left hand. Next time you come through the line, you're coming with the behind the back dribble, through the legs. Each and every time, vary it. That's the dribbling aspect. Now the second aspect is the two-footed stop. We're going to come out and practice our two-footed stop into the triple threat position all the time. Ball, hands on the ball here, guys. Always the hands on the ball. Now, as in all elements of basketball, it's not about jumping up to land. It's about jumping out to cover the territory that you need. So when you're practicing this two-footed stop, you're just coming out. You can add a change of pace or change of direction if you want, and then come out and right into that stop. And we come all the way through this with all the guys. Come out, change of pace, change of direction, two-footed stop right there. Next, we keep coming. This is something that you have to practice and listen to that sound of coming to a two-footed stop. This is critical. Now, we have the dribbling. Now we have the stopping. Now we have to have the pivoting. We've come to our two-footed stop here. Two kinds of pivots, outside pivot and inside pivot. And they're determined by your relationship to the man who you're pivoting against. And when I've come to my two-footed stop here, an outside pivot is when I pivot all the way around away from my man. That's an outside pivot, as opposed to an inside pivot, which is here and turning back this way. Okay, after we've inside pivoted, we've now come to that point where we have to give the ball back to the next person in line. And at that point, you take that ball and you step to pass. Every delivery of the ball, shot or a pass, whatever it is, step to pass. That's where the momentum is, always in your legs. So we come out, we make our two-footed stop, we make a pivot outside, inside, either direction, and then step to make that pass. We deliver, and we change a pace, change a direction, back, and when you pass the next guy in line, that's his signal to move right on. These players now will demonstrate the entire package with flawless form. The sports school class. Perfect. Nice job. Notice how they don't come up. They stay down. When the guy receives the ball, the first guy in line, immediately start dribbling. Immediately start dribbling when you receive the ball. Don't be in a hurry. Walk through it. Go through the little tiny parts so that you master every little element. And this becomes second nature as you're on your way to becoming the next great basketball player in this land. Putting the pieces together, we've come to the point where it's about 3-on-3 basketball. It's important that basketball is not just freelance, is not just out there on your own while everybody else is standing around watching you play. This is a team game. So learn how to put some discipline, some organization, some structure to it. When we have the ball at the point to inbound in a 3-on-3 situation, the first thing you can do is hit the wing with the ball and then just flash through. Cut to the basket. If he's open, give it to him. This man fills up on top. He comes back out on this weak side, and now you're right into your set again. That is the first option you can have. The next thing, when the ball goes from the point to a wing, you can come and set a screen on the ball. Now you have screen and roll on this side, and you have movement on the weak side, depending on what happens defensively as they make their decisions, and the creating on the offensive end makes it all come into the flow of the game of basketball. And as we reset here, after we have our screen and roll on the strong side, we can also point to the wing with the ball, and then instead of screening on the ball, we screen away from the ball. And then he flashes up or down the lane, whichever way, the whole time creating moves, creating plays so that you have continuity, so that you have flow. Because in basketball, just like in life, it's all about getting to what's next.